Black Widow pencils come in two sets. You've got the dark tones and you've got the light tones. A full range of skin colours really, for all kinds of skin. Ideal for portraiture work. And here we have the Derwent Drawing pencils for landscape work. They're very good indeed for some portraiture work. So lovely colours here. Working from a photograph sourced from a free image site, I printed it to A4 size and used a fine white jelly roll pen to add vertical and horizontal datum lines. The Pastelmat I used was 33 cm by 26.5 cm. To prevent the Pastelmat's tendency to buckle, I taped it along its edges to a 5mm thick foam board. I used my handmade proportional dividers set at a modest enlargement ratio, and on the photo you see, you may be able to see the centre vertical and horizontal lines I take my divider settings from. I repeated the two datum lines on my Pastelmat using a B pencil. I have indicated the identification codes and names, but for clarity, SL and SD are Black Widow. The Derwent pencils are named and numbered. SL 009 Sherbet and SL 006 Carrot were applied after first applying SL 005 Snow. These colours act as an undercoating. Then it was a matter of blending with a paper stump. This smoothed the pencil lines into an even surface. Then cinnamon was applied to darken areas of the face and neck. The cinnamon was blended into a smooth transition with the previously applied colours. Work then began on the eyes using SD010 Negra and SL009 Sherbet. Whites of eyes started with SL005 Snow, and also with some detail with the Stabilo 67-750 black. The next step was to use chalk tone and SD022 Mud and apply these to strengthen even more the darker areas, again blended with the stump. Lips were then coloured using Derwent Drawing pencils Terracotta 6400 and Sanguine 6220. Cheek and nose highlights were added using Derwent Drawing Chinese White 7200 and Derwent Drawing Light Sienna 1610 and Derwent Drawing Wheat 5715. Details and shadows using SD024 Midnight were added. White highlights were created with Derwent Drawing Chinese White 7200, also with SL005. The hand, arm and shoulder colouring was started with the shoulder first, using the colours I'd used as a foundation in the earlier part of the painting. This was followed by cinnamon and chalk tone. The hand on the source photographs was in full light, and therefore it was lighter in general tone than the face itself, so a range of colouring was used, starting with Derwent Drawing Light Sienna 1610 and followed by touches of Terracotta and Derwent Drawing Yellow Ochre 5720. The fingers needed shape, and this was created by shading carefully with a mix of the colours already used. The hand was not heavily detailed in order to prevent it distracting the eye from the face. Pearls were added. The pearls were coloured using SL005 Snow and blended shadow added using SD024 Midnight. It's worth noting that all the blending to this point in the work has been dry. No fluid blender of any kind has been used. I then made a start on outlining the hairstyle of the cornrows using Derwent Drawing Ivory Black 6700. The cornrows were first coloured with Midnight and ink blue, and then were added with semi-highlights of SD008 washed purple. The white dress was worked on first with an overall layer of Chinese White 7200, then the shadows and folds were indicated with Derwent Drawing ink blue 3720 as a base coat to be overcoated. Here you can see stages in the completion of the cornrows. Some warm colouring of carrot and sherbet was added to the forehead, shoulder and cheek. The eyebrows are given an additional coat of Derwent Drawing Pencils Mars Violet 6470. The eyebrows were completed by layering cinnamon with a sharp pencil, indicating the direction of the growth of the hair. Eyelashes were then added using ivory black and delicately highlighted with Chinese white and a touch of ink blue. Background colour was started using ink blue. A stump was used to blend the applied colour, but unfortunately this action brought to light imperfections in the Pastelmat surface. I used mineral spirits on the background to spread the colour more evenly. Spirit on Pastelmat is not as effective as it is on smoother supports, but there is some improvement in blending compared to dry blending. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this, please add a thumbs up. You might like to see my website for more about me and my work. There's art for sale, but much more besides. Bye for now.